this for me. And this is my, I mean, it's the titles we give. He's my best friend, the man upstairs, right? All these different phrases begin to sometimes diminish who Jesus really is. Because my best friend, I like that. That gives the ability I can approach him. And I go everywhere. But it diminishes that he's a king. It diminishes the power and authority he has over my life, because if we're best friends, then we're both going to get in trouble together. We're going to get out of trouble together. But that's not how Jesus rolls. Jesus isn't, well, I'm with you in the trouble. He's going, no, I don't approve of that. We're going to get to that. I wrote it like this. In the Old Testament, the Jewish people look forward to the day when God would send a king, his chosen ruler of the world. The Hebrew word for king was Messiah, which means anointed one, chosen one. Now, here's where you got to see this. So Messiah is where you're seeing the Hebrew words. When you roll into, and that's where you get Peter, because Peter at this point is a younger Jewish boy, and he says, you are the Messiah, which means anointed one. Anointed one means king. Anointed one. Think about King David. What was he? He was anointed what? King. So Messiah means anointed one, which means king. When you read through the Old Testament in 1st and 2nd Kings, you roll through a bunch of kings that are anointed kings, the anointed ones for the tribes of Israel. So then, if you journey with me, because we get the Messiah, but then you roll later on throughout scriptures. Well, we'll get to that a little bit. Maybe if somebody can remind me. So we're at Messiah means anointed one. Actually, let's just roll this so we don't forget. Later in the New Testament, the word Messiah was translated into the Greek word to Christos. Okay? So Christos is the word we use. Christ is where we would get this word from. The English word Christ comes from the Greek word Christo. But here's the Greek word we're going to put on the screen for you to see what it looks like, because I'm not about to attempt to say it. You can Google it. It'll look just like that. I kind of like the way Greek words look, which means anointed one. Okay? So if you look at that word and you were to look at that, and then they translate that word into Latin, and Latin lands us to the word Christo. Okay? Christo, because what we do is we told this a couple weeks ago, in Latin we take the word in Latin, and if it can't be translated into an English word, we then go, well, what letter does that letter represent in English? Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.